Good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome to November. The sun is shining. It's warmer than it was last week. We're not even in fall anymore. So nice outside. All right. Well, what are we discussing here on this Monday? What questions do you all have that we can dive into? Anything? Okay. If you guys don't, I have questions. David, you got something for us? Or are you excited to hear what I come up with?
I just have one question.
Yeah.
Um, from the platforms that you've used for just figuring out total attendee numbers, I know you'd shared those three with me. Do you have a preference? Or are they all about the same in terms of recording? Because I'm assuming that the way that gets set up, um, we'll want people to have access to that information, right? To see who they have coming.
Yes. Okay. Let's talk events because we have some coming up. And so this is what David's talking about. We are going to do photos with Santa basically a month from today. So on December 4th, right, David? Is that what we decided? December 4th, we have
Yes.
photos with Santa. It is a Thursday. We're going to be doing it in our basement, in the large training room, and we are going to have a sign up for this. So we do events for a handful of reasons. Reason number one, and the most important, is to give you an easy conversation to have with people. So you can make a phone call, have a conversation with them, and say, oh, by the way, I have this event coming. It's a great excuse to call people in your sphere of influence, those that you know, like, and trust. When you do that, some people will actually come. We're going to have a registration. Um, to me, what I care about in the registration, David, is I want to know their name, their email, and their phone number. A lot of my contacts, I don't have all three, and I want to have at least those three because it's hard to market to someone without all of those. I can market to someone without their address, like their home address, because I don't send many mailers. If you are going to do mailers like Gary Keller says you should, then you would want that as another thing. Um, then ideally we can mark who came and who didn't come, because we are going to run a post-event follow-up campaign. So what this looks like is the people that registered and came, you make a phone call to and say, it was so fun to see you. Sorry that there were so many people. It was crazy. We didn't really able to get connected. Like, tell me what's going on here with your life. I'd love to chat a little bit more. And you have a conversation over the phone because they were there. The people that registered and didn't come, you reach out and be like, oh, I missed you. It was so sad that you weren't able to come. And then they'll give some excuse like, oh, yeah, we got sick or something like that. It's almost always sickness right now, whether that's truthful or not. People always say, oh, they got sick. And then there's the people that said they couldn't come that you can reach out and be like, man, you know what was missing? You. Like, we had a good time, but I was thinking it would have been fun if we could have seen you. Like, give me some more insight. What's going on in your life? Maybe let's go get lunch. Let's get the families together, something like that. So you can call people that you invited and didn't come, invited and didn't come, and then those that you invited and they did come. And so whatever you're looking for, you can have those conversations. Now, if you don't mark who was there or not. You just might not remember. It's real embarrassing if you call someone and be like, "Hey, I missed you at our event." And they're like, "No, I was there. We had a conversation." And you're like, "Oh, shoot." So, with us having multiple agents and things like that, to be honest, David, we're probably not going to do a good job of marking who came and who did not come. Um, but usually we'll do some sort of like check-in table or something like that where they can do that. So you can see who came and who didn't. Especially if you have to
Okay.
pay per person. Um, that is a big deal to have. So, did that answer your question? I kind of rambled there about a lot of things.
No, you're good. So, because yeah, I think the talking with Callie, the biggest thing was just figuring out because she wanted to have that information, and so from like a check-in standpoint, we were trying to figure out what the best way was because she wants to send like have us send the photos out to people instead of having it just automatically go out.
Yep. Yep. We can do a couple of things there. So we could get someone as like a check-in. So when people come in, you greet them and check them in. What's cool about that is we can do a handful of things. Besides just verify that they're there and that we have their correct information, we can say, by the way, we're running a competition. It's real easy to enter. All you have to do is Google your agent's name and or you can have them send the link to you and you write them a review. So we can use it as a good time to get reviews or something like that. We can decide whatever we want to do. Like, oh, we're doing a giveaway. If you know of someone looking to buy or sell a house, put your name and their name on this card, put it in here. We're going to draw someone out and they could win or you could win. So, or both of you win. I don't know. We could do something like that. So, a good reason to get contact information. The problem with that, we just have to have someone manning the booth. Besides that, we could do it a lot more like loosey goosey, I would say, with the photos. Like one of my ideas is like as they're standing in line, like write their names down and give them a number to hand to the photographer, kind of a thing. So like, oh, I'm number 37, and this is the email that these should be sent to so that the photographer knows like, okay, this was family number 37. Here's their email address or whatever. And then they could like name it. We could have a sheet, something like that, and just send out emails like that. I don't know. We should probably get in person and discuss best case scenarios and some of those operational type things that we want to do.
Okay. Yeah, because the last thing on that event, because I've got that preliminary, and that's in Callie's hands. The only thing that we need to add is the QR code for the like the registration side of it, and so we'll get that ironed out today. And then um, she had some sponsorship logos that she had me add on there, in addition to our KW Westfield one.
I love it. I'm so excited for this. This is one of the best events because it gives you an easy conversation. And a lot of people, to be honest, are looking at where do I go talk to Santa? And so those families, it's real easy. If you have friends that don't have kids, um, you can say, come by, just get some hot chocolate or whatever and do that. So we're going to be sending out a whole bunch more information and then probably plan, let's see, what are we doing that? 2 weeks? Next week? When is that, David? That's like next week, right? That we're
Yeah,
making
it's next
calls.
week that it goes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll send out a whole bunch of info this week. Um, for those of you that don't know any information about this, so you can get involved and then hopefully the whole goal behind this is that you have conversations that lead you to real estate. Like that's the whole reason why we do events. And so if you were on a team, like you finished your 4 year, like I want to join a team, and you join like the Wild team, the Red Sign team, Dan Kennedy, Peter Morka. We have a handful of good teams here in the office. If you were to join them, they would do something like this, and they would have a big deal for the calls. Like you would be held accountable. You would have how many people am I going to call and invite? And then you would see how many people registered. But the whole goal is to get real estate business. So it's who else do you know I should be talking to that's going to buy or sell real estate? Do you know anyone that should be getting into a home or that you think should get a new house? Those kind of conversations. Anyone that has had like life changes that I should be talking to about real estate, because that's why we're doing this. We want business. So I don't care if anyone shows up to these events, but I do care that you have a lot of good conversations. That is key. So if you can have a lot of good conversations and get leads, then we are going to be better off. So plan on that. So more details to come. We'll be sending out a whole bunch of messages coming up so you know what's going on and then reminders and things like that. But I would start with phone calls and emails right now. But just because you send an email doesn't mean you get out with the phone calls. So phone calls, emails, and then later on we're going to do text messages, but we're starting with calls because that will give you, that's how you get business, to be honest. Like if you want to get business from an event, you make phone calls. If you want people to show up at an event, you send text messages. And I don't care if people come, I care if you get business. So make phone calls. That's the secret in life. Talk to more people. So we have an awesome week of trainings this week. We have Rise today and Wednesday. You get me today. This was the one I was actually planning on, not the ones that I've been filling in for other instructors that have had to bail on us. Um, so it's me. Let's see, who do we have Wednesday? Angie Fisher talking about the 36 touch. That's a don't miss class on Wednesday. That one will be great. Team meeting. Ritz, correct me if I'm wrong. I think we're doing business planning. So laying out your 2026 and what you should accomplish with your business. This used to be like a
Oh,
day-long class that we've adapted. Are we doing that? Is that still?
the business, the yeah, I'm still not sure about that, but for team meeting tomorrow, we have the Tony Robbins
Oh,
panel.
even
Yeah.
better. Tony Robbins. A bunch of us went to Tony Robbins, so we're going to give you a breakdown. So you don't have to spend, I think it was $800 for a ticket, plus flights, plus hotel. So we got pricey fast. So come experience secondhand Tony Robbins. And then on Friday is our yearly retreat, we call it, which is a goal setting retreat in the 7 areas of life. If you can swing it, this is like one of the biggest things that you could do is get clarity in everything you want to do. This one is a paid training, one of the few ones we do here at KW. It's $149. That will get you the manual, a bunch of different resources that you'll need with goal setting and clarity. We have snacks, we have drinks, we have lunch, and then you'll have a full day of goal setting, getting clarity in your life, but not just in your business. This is all 7 areas of life. And so this is one of the best things that you can do. So if you can make it $149, we can send out links and things like that. We've been sending out emails. And all of that. So pay attention to that. If you're like, I want to go and I don't know where any of that is, send me a text. I have all the info. I can just send you right away. Um, but be ready. Should be awesome. So hopefully I'll see you guys down in Rise here in like 15 minutes, and we'll get started on lead follow-up. You got leads, now what? So we'll see you down there. Have a great one.